You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly.
Okay. Let's start by having folks on the screen introduce themselves briefly.
Romina Naya, Deputy Chief of Staff for Congressman Richie Torres.
Rafael Roger, Vice President, BXEDC.
Rob Walsh with the Bronx Economic Development Corporation.
Luis Garcia, Chief of Staff for BXEDC.
Great. Thank you. All
Michael
right.
Nixon with the Bronx Economic Development Corporation.
Is there one more? No. All right. Good afternoon. My name is Kelly Gu, Senior Advisor and Designee for the New York Economic Empowerment Zone Corporation Chair Adolfo Carrion Jr., Deputy Mayor of New York City and Deputy Mayor for Housing, Economic Development, and Workforce. I now call to order the meeting of the directors of the New York Empowerment Zone Corporation for today, Wednesday, July 30th, 2025 at 1 p.m. I'd like to note for the record that the public is given the opportunity to comment on the agenda items by submitting their written comments at or before 5 p.m. yesterday to nyezc@esd.ny.gov. I'd like to further note for the record that no comments were received from the public concerning today's agenda items. The directors have received the relevant written materials in advance of today's meeting and are free to ask questions at any time. Before we begin with the substantive portion of the meeting, I'd like to ask the directors whether anyone has any potential conflict of interest with respect to any of the agenda items. If so, I'd ask you to please make an appropriate disclosure on the record at this time. We will then be sure that you may recuse yourself from any discussion or vote regarding such item. Hearing none, we will note it for the record. The first item for approval is the minutes for January 21st, 2025 and February 3rd, 2025 meetings. Any comments or corrections? I'll entertain a motion for approval.
Motion to approve minutes January 21st, 2025.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
This motion is passed. Second motion then for
We weren't at that meeting, so I think
February 3rd, 2025 meeting minutes.
it was a BODEC meeting.
Right.
So-
Motion from the BODC? You guys have to do that.
Motion.
Motion.
Okay, second.
Second.
Motion. We'll now consider the Bronx Overall Economic Development Corporation budget for fiscal year 26 to be presented by Luis Garcia.
Perfect. I'll really quickly walk through it. The proposed budget for fiscal year 26 is for a total of $974,091, reflecting a 3.7% increase over FY25's approved budget. For our first category, which is personnel, and FY25 salary and fringe expenses were 17.5% below budget due to 2 empowerment zone funded staff positions remaining vacant for the past year. These positions have since been filled. We also use a portion of the empowerment zone funding to support part-time interns that we hired from Bronx-based schools. Secondly, for contracted expenses, we came in at 17.4% under budget. Looking ahead, we expect the advertising related to our economic empowerment zone loan programs to increase in FY26. To support this shift, we've increased allocation to professional services and reduced allocation for accounting and audit costs. And thirdly, for other operating costs, the other operating cost section exceeded the FY25 budget by 44%, driven primarily by the transportation and meeting expenses, as well as repairs and maintenance. Some of these meetings and travel costs were not originally budgeted, including sponsorship for our empowerment zones directors, participation in the NELCAT fellowship, which covered tuition, travel, and meals. Additionally, the administration of a city-funded trolley was transferred from BOEDC to the New York Botanical Garden, with empowerment zone funds supporting the vehicle's transportation. The repairs and maintenance section, which just included wall touch-ups and a scheduled deep cleaning to maintain a welcome and professional workspace in our offices. Lastly, savings in personnel and contracted services helped out with these overruns, resulting in overall spending for the FY25 being 11.9 below budget. In conclusion, the FY26 budget reflects a targeted 3.7% increase, focused on strengthening personnel, enhancing professional development, and expanding advertising efforts for our empowerment zone loans, all aligned with our mission to increase capital access for Bronx businesses. That's my presentation.
Are there any questions or comments from the directors with regard to this item? As noted earlier, we do not have any comments from the public. I will now approve.
Motion?
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Second.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, motion carries. Thank you, Louise. The EDC budget for fiscal year 2026 has been approved. We'll now consider purposes of the Upper Manhattan Empowerment Zone Development Corporation. The first item is the Leadership Grant Fund for Round 1 Upper Manhattan Cultural Organizations. Yoshana, you may begin whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Kelly. Good afternoon, everyone. First, I would like to present our request for the creation of a leadership grant fund and the amount of $600,000 to support the initial select round of grants for 4 cultural organizations with pilot leadership grants designed to better support their priorities and adaptive capacity as we navigate today's rapidly evolving landscape. The new pilot leadership grants program is a flagship component of UMES's refined grant-making structure for cultural investments adopted by the U.S. Board of Directors on June 7, 2024. New leadership grants administered by the Leadership Grant Fund will be funded by UMES own repayments. These grants prioritize mid-sized budget organizations within the cultural investments portfolio, recognizing UMES's substantial investments in flagship large budget institutions. Proposed fund will offer select round 1 cultural organizations with mid-sized budgets of $350,000 to $2.5 million. Flexible funding to support their highest priority goals and only process. Each organization can receive up to $150,000 over 1 to 3 years, not to exceed $50,000 in any year. Delegated authority will be granted to the UMES Board of Directors to approve multi-year leadership grants per organization, ensuring that the total amount for all grants in any year does not exceed the annual budget leadership grants. And I'll pause to take.
This was a new program we created really in connection with understanding that a lot of the cultural organizations need operating support that is not program specific. So this was a way to let them prioritize what their needs are and keep unrestricted capital for operation. Which is not
Any other questions or comments? Okay. As noted earlier, we don't have comments from the public with regard to this item, so I will now entertain a motion for approval.
so moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Shania, I think you're taking the next item as well for Lower Manhattan Cultural Center or
Yes.
Cultural Council. Apologize.
For NYS consideration is UMES's request to renew funding for the UMES Arts Engagement Program, referred to as UME, for the calendar year 2026, a grant of up to $354,000 to the Lower Manhattan Cultural Council, a longstanding partner and the program's administrator. The UME grant program will also be funded by UMES loan repayments. LMCC, led by the interim president and CEO, Mo Yusuf, since November 2024, has 17 staff members. The UME grant program will be managed by the Artistic Services team. The 26th cycle marks the 9th year of the UME program, which began in 2018 to enhance the diversity and frequency of arts and cultural presentations in Upper Manhattan. namely through Manhattan Community Boards 9, 10, 11, and 12. We are proud to provide flexible support that has rendered artists and creative work, adding both vibrancy and sustainability of communities that live in and serve. LNC will continue to use the common application form, allowing applicants to request funds from 4 sources, including UMES, the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, New York State Council of the Arts, and the Howard Gilman Foundation, with a single application, with a maximum combined award of $60,000, including $10,000 from UMES. Our request supports up to $300,000 that would be granted for projects in 2025. I'm sorry, 2026. Allowing UMES to continue to support small organizations and artists and make their cultural offerings more widely available to the public. The administrative cost to implement this work would be $50,000. The program provides direct support for these activities to Upper Manhattan artists and nonprofit arts organizations under the guiding principle that support artists of diverse disciplines, practices, and stages contributes to the vibrancy and sustainability of the communities. And I will now entertain any questions or comments.
I just have a comment. This is a great program, not the first time we do it. Administrative costs very high. But we're giving $54,000, 80%. $124,000. That district also $178,000. Looks like 70%. So just the company, most people get the additional check by the
That's important to artists.
We'll continue to have this conversation with them. Thanks for pointing that. One other thing I would say is that the 2 programs we're considering kind of complement one another. The leadership grant is invitation only for organizations that look
Romeo, you should go first.
compare the contrast with LMCC.
Existing.
So we kind of now had
Something with one of the.
can you kind of put on mute?
Yeah.
Okay, Vaughn. Can you please put your hands on mute? Thank you. And so these 2 programs complement one another. They go together, and they're really a way, as Yashanya mentioned, to kind of make sure we enhance the cultural vibrancy in Manhattan, which is a very rich community.
All in favor?
All right.
Right. Thank you, Shania. The environment has been approved. The next item is budget.
For FY 2023, and 6 based on this, we are projecting $4,698,157, which will be funded by revenue and our consumer services for this year is 10%. All of the all we have for you is the fact that when we look at the budget that we are presented, you will see that out of what we are projecting in the order also which is going to be how many they have built the benefit which builds the permanent position to fill, especially in the business investment department of the organization. And if you look on page 2 of the documents that you have with you, you will see the fact that in FY25, it is, I think it's the next page over from the operating budget, you will see that in 25, we did not meet our target for what we projected that we're going to spend. And part of that is the fact that even with the employees that we did fill during that FY25, most of them started within the year and towards the end of the year. But currently, we are still interviewing people to fill the vacancies, and we'll believe that we will be able to fill them in FY26 because we have a lot of people in the final interview process. Majority, the other place that we intend to spend money, which will be reflected on the budget you'll see in FY25, is the fact that some of the loans that we are processing now are more technical loans, and we need a lot of outside expertise to be able to close this loan. And that you will see that the increase in the legal fees is responsible for that. But outside of that, every other expenses of ours are in line with what we've been having previously. And I will pause now to take questions if anyone has one.
Okay, so overall question for both organizations?
Yeah.
So both UMass and the Bronx EDC is the same cycle. So do we have their 2025 year ends, the last year's financials here?
For the BODC, yes.
For BODC
Yeah.
and for
I
UMass?
just emailed.
I got this. No, I didn't get it. So we have it.
No, for the BODC, yes, but you must have, we don't have it yet.
I can send it to you.
What are we asking for? For 2025. Your year in 2025, June 2025 financial statement.
June 30, 2025.
No, it's kind of, we're
It's still
going to be working. Yeah.
So I don't think we're looking to close our books and our internals to our auditors,
Right.
and they'll be ready and sick by December 31st. I think that's a normal cycle. What are you receiving?
I thought your cycle would be from July 2024 to July 2025.
Yeah.
So that's the number I'm looking for. The July 24 to July 25 for both BODC and UMass. You said we have a BODC?
Yes, July 25 is not finished yet.
Okay, so.
So we are asking for the 2024 to 2025.
Right.
Yes,
So when now they presented a budget for.
25, 26.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. So, but we don't have
The,
24,
Oh,
25?
right,
Not yet, because July is still until tomorrow.
okay.
Well, but
No.
you're talking about for UMAS, it's June 30th.
Right.
Yes.
And we're still, closing books. What we
Yes,
have
sir.
in here are what we projected
So
to
then,
be.
That's
the previous year,
audit.
do we have the previous year?
Yes, you definitely
We
have.
have the previous year. Can you send me the previous year?
Sure.
I just want to see where we are. I noticed that I have no questions. No, I'm sorry. No more.
Okay, any other questions or comments on this item?
I move,
Okay. All right, second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, the motion carries. Thank you, Tunde. The UMass budget for fiscal year 26 has been approved. Is there any other business? I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
so.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you very much. The meeting of the directors of the NYEZC is closed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Judy.